Philippine National Heroes.
Our national hero, Jose Protasio Rizal Mercado y Alonso Rialonda, o mas kilala sa tawag na Dr. Jose Rizal, born in June 19, 1861 and died at December 30, 1896. He is an author, poet, polymath, scientist, revolutionary, ophthalmologist, novelist, journalist, visual artist, and a playboy. Alam naman ng lahat na siya ay may napakarami naging kasintahan habang siya ay nabubuhay. Pinaniniwalaan na siya ay engaged sa dalawa rito, kaya naman siya ay tinawag ring fuckboy. He wrote his famous books named The Social Cancer, which is the Noli Me Tangere, The Reign of Greed, which is the El Filibusterismo. Sinasabi na siya ay mayroong pangatlong nobelang hindi natapos na ang pamagat ay Makamisa. I do personally believe that Rizal is relevant to today's generation as he showed more than a century ago that hunger for education and a passion for achievements, even under very difficult circumstances, is possible if when these young Filipinos only focus on their ambitions and really work hard for them. Ang kanyang mga sinulat na nobela ay nagbigay inspirasyon upang umusbong ang revolusyon ng mga Pilipino tungo sa Spanish colonizers. But then, it also led to his execution. Rizal actually preferred non-violent means to achieve independence for the Philippines, but giving his advice portrays how much he conceded to the fact that Filipinos have lost tolerance for Spain's colonial oppression and political stasis. Alam niyo bang tinuturing na father of Philippine comics si Dr. Jose Rizal dahil sa kanyang kagila-gilalas na sketches at drawing sa bansang Germany? Samantala, alam niyo ba kung bakit nag-aral si Rizal ng ophthalmologist? Ito ay dahil sa kanyang personal na dahilan at iyon ay upang magamot ang pagkabulag ng kanyang ina. The father of Katipunan, Andres Bonifacio E. de Castro, mas kilala bilang Andres Bonifacio, born on November 30, 1863 at namatay taong 1897. He is a Filipino Freemason and revolutionary leader. He was one of the founders and later the Pangulo of Kataas-Taasang Kagalang-Galangang Katipunan ng Anak ng Bayan, or more commonly known as Katipunan, a movement which sought the independence of the Philippines from Spanish colonial rule and started the Tagalog Revolution. Some historians have argued that he should be considered the first president of Tagalog instead of the Philippines. That is why he is not included in the current official line of succession. Ayon sa GMA Integrated News, alam niyo bang kilala si Andres Bonifacio bilang ama ng Rebolusyong Pilipino at Supremo? Si Bonifacio ay may angking talino bagaman hindi nakapagtapos sa pag-aaral. Tumigil siya sa pag-aaral sa edad na 14 upang suportahan ang kanyang mga kapatid. Ngunit hindi ito naging hadlang upang siya ay mag-self-educate sa pamamagitan ng pagbabasa ng mga libro, kabilang na ang sinulat ni Dr. Jose Rizal na siyang nagmulat kay Bonifacio na maging isang ganap na nasyonalista. Artikulo 1. Ang hindi sumunod sa utos ng punong general ay tatanggalan ng ranggo at ipapapatay ng walang paglilitis sa hukuman ng militar. The Fiery General Antonio Narciso Luna de San Pedro y Novicio Ancheta, o mas kilala bilang General Antonio Luna, born on October 29, 1866 at died at June 5, 1899. He is a Filipino Army general who fought the Philippine-American War before his assassination. Regarded as one of the fiercest general of his time, he succeeded Artemio Ricarte as the commanding general of Philippine Army. He sought to apply his background in military science to the fledgling army. His three-tier defense, now known as the Luna Defense Line, gave the American troops a difficult endeavor during their campaign in the provinces of north of Manila. This defense line culminated in the creation of military stronghold in Cordillera. His popular brothers are Juan Luna and Joaquin Luna. Alam niyo ba na ang Luna brothers ay mahusay sa pag-fencing? Kaya naman noong umuwi sila ng Pilipinas taong 1994, nagtaguyod sila ng fencing school na tinawag nilang Sala de Armas. Alam niyo bang isang sharpshooter si Antonio Luna? Pinaniniwalaan na kaya niyang patayin ang maliit na apoy ng isang kandila gamit lamang ang isang bala. Did you know that Jose Rizal and Antonio Luna ay naging magkaribal sa iisang babae? Nangyari ito noong sabay nilang niligawan ang half Filipina at half French na si Nelly Posted. Pero dahil malakas ang karisma ng ating pambansang bayani na si Dr. Jose Rizal, siya ang pinili ng dalaga.
Famous Filipino singers.
Maria Lea Carmen Imutan Salonga, also known as Lea Salonga. She is pride of the Philippines and she was born February 22, 1970. Lea Salonga is a Filipino singer, actress, columnist, and producer. And she also known as Miss Saigon. In her 4-decade award-winning career as an actress and singer, Lea Salonga has emerged as not only a Disney and Broadway icon, but a role model for children of color. Salonga prides herself on promoting representation in Hollywood and on Broadway and showing underrepresented groups that their stories matter. She has received at least 42 nominations, 27 wins, 16 cultural honors, 3 state honors, and 1 world record. Charmaine Clarice Pelucio Pempengo, also known as Charis Pempengo, but now she called Jake Cyrus. She is young Filipino singer sensation in 2000. Jake Cyrus, he is singer, actor, record producer, songwriter, YouTuber, film actor, television producer. Blessed with a mighty soprano voice, reminiscent of idols Celine Dion and Whitney Houston, Charis became an international media star. Since Jake Cyrus rose to fame by 7, he was known as Charis Pempengo at the time. He has empowered many Filipinos to become artists themselves. He has set the new standards not only for Filipino but for Asian as well. Charis Pempengo has been the first at many things, most notably, she became the first Asian artist to reach the top 10 on Billboard 200. With her album, Charis, which debuted at number 8, she also got a star in the Eastwood City, which is patterned after the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Next is Miss Regina Encarnacion Ansong Velasquez Alcacid, also known as Regine Velasquez Alcacid. She is Asia's songbird. She was born on April 22, 1970. Like Miss Lea Salonga, she is Filipino singer, actress, and record producer. She was known for her trademark sky-soaring nose and belting skills. She has set the benchmark for all powerful bulladers to come. She is considered as one of the most influential figures in the Philippines popular culture and is known for her vocal range and belting techniques. She has been awarded an Asian Television Award, 2 MTV Asia Awards, 18 Box Office Entertainment Awards, 16 Awit Awards, and 12 Aliw Awards.
Famous Filipino celebrities.
Nora Cabaltera Villamayor o mas kilala sa pangalan na The Superstar Nora Honor. Pinanganak noong May 21, 1953. She is a Filipino actress, recording artist, and film producer who has worked in the theater, radio, television, concert, and film. Nora Honor started her career as a singer after winning a local talent search. She rose to fame the following years as both as singer and actress. The Hollywood Reporter called her the grand dame of the Philippine cinema for her performance in the movie Love or Trap and her contribution to the Philippine film industry. Nora Honor and actor Christopher De Leon ay kinasal noong January 25, 1975 in a civil ceremony. Siya at si Christopher De Leon ay nagkaroon ng isang anak. Ito ay si Ian De Leon. At ang 4 na anak na adopted nila, ito ay sila Lotlot De Leon, Matet De Leon, Kiko De Leon at Kenneth De Leon. Makalipas ang ilang taon, naghiwalay din sina Nora at Christopher De Leon noong 1996. Nora Honor became a permanent resident sa US noong 2008. Ngunit bumalik din ito sa pagiging Filipino citizen noong 2011. And she is the most nominated and awarded actress of the Philippines with over 200 awards for her singing and acting career. Dolly De Leon, o mas kilala sa totoong pangalan na Dolly Ernson De Leon. Ipinanganak noong April 12, 1969. She is the first Filipina actress to be nominated for a Golden Globe. And she is the best known for her roles in the film Verdict, Historia ni Ha and gained international recognition for the Palme d'Or winning Triangle of Sadness. With Oscar buzz around her performance in Ruben Östlund film, De Leon is already the first Filipina actress to be nominated for the Golden Globe. For her performance in Triangle of Sadness, she became the first Filipino actor to be nominated in the BAFTAs and Golden Globe Awards. In May 2002, De Leon signed with US-based artist agency Fusion Entertainment, a famous award and LA Film Critics Award winner. De Leon has an extensive stage experience in a BA Theater Arts from the University of the Philippines. She is also a trained actress who has been in more than 30 stage production and won numerous awards for her performance. In 2003, British Vogue lists De Leon among 30 of the world's most famous stars. John Arcilla, o mas kilala sa totoong pangalan na Romeo John Gonzales Arcilla, ipinanganak noong June 24, 1966. Sa Quezon City, ang tatay niya ay si Dominador Gil Alemania Arcilla at ang nanay naman niya ay si Eustaquia Gonzales Arcilla. Si John Arcilla at ang kanyang pamilya ay lumipat sa Baler, Aurora dahil sa pagdeklara ng martial law noong 1972. At simula noon, nagpakita na si Arcilla ng pagkainteresado sa pag-aartista sa edad na 7 taon. And also, he became a Filipino actor and environmentalist. He became famous for the movie On the Job, The Missing 8 noong 2021, The Born Legacy noong 2012, and General Luna noong 2015. And also, he played the role of Antonio Luna in the historical drama film General Luna that made him a renewed historical film icon in the Philippine cinema. Arcilla won the Best Actor Award at the 78th Venice International Film Festival for his performance in On the Job, The Missing 8, and he is the first Filipino in Southeast Asian to win the Volpi Cup for the Best Actor. The Box Office King, John Lloyd Cruz o mas kilala sa totoong pangalan na John Joward Lloyd Espidol Cruz. Pinanganak noong June 24, 1983. He is a Filipino actor, model, and occasional TV host. In 1999, Cruz played the role of Rubik in the teen drama Tabing Ilog alongside with Kay Abad, which lasted for almost 4 years. Cruz has been also recognized as one of the 3 honors of the Star Asia Award at the 15th New York Asian Film Festival. He is the first Filipino and Southeast Asian actor to receive the honor. He joins Hong Kong Miriam Yong and South Korea's Lee Byung-hun, all box office stars in their own countries. As that year's recipients of the award, he is considered one of the most acclaimed actors in the country and was recently inducted to the Philippine Walk of Fame by German Kuya James Moreno in Eastwood City, Libis, Quezon City. His films and television projects are usually big hits with audience nationwide.
Famous Filipino journalist or anchor.
Jessica Soho, o mas kilala sa totoong pangalan na Maria Jessica Aspera Soho. Pinanganak noong March 27, 1964. A top-rating primetime news and public affairs. Well-loved broadcast journalist presenter. Jessica Soho, a broadcast journalist known as the host of the news magazine program Kapuso Mo, Jessica Soho, 2004 on GMA Network, GTV, and Pinoy Hits. The host of the popular television magazine shows Kapuso Mo, Jessica Soho on GMA7 and anchor primetime news telecast State of the Nation. On GMA News, TV expressed her values of good storytelling, hard work, and honesty. She firmly anchored the newscast State of the Nation with Jessica Soho on GMA News TV from 2011 to 2021. Soho is a multi-awarded journalist in 1998. Soho became the first Filipino to win the British Fleet Street Award for Journalism. Maria Ressa, o mas kilala sa totoong pangalan na Maria Angelita Ressa, pinanganak noong October 2, 1963. She is the co-founder and CEO of Rappler. She previously spent nearly 2 decades working as the lead investigative reporter in Southeast Asia for CNN. She is the journalist and the first Filipino Nobel Peace Laureate. Filipino-American journalist who taught Rappler, the Manila-based digital media company for investigative journalism that she co-founded, become known for detailing the weaponization in social media and for exposing government. Nomination: News and Documentary Emmy Award for Outstanding Investigative News Coverage. Short Form Awards: Nobel Peace Prize, PMPC Excellence and Broadcasting Lifetime Achievements Award. Cara David, o mas kilala sa totoong pangalan na Cara Patricia Constantino David Cancio, pinanganak noong September 12, 1973. Cara David is a Filipino journalist, host, and professor and educational administrator. She is known because of the investigative and multi-awarded documentaries and Eyewitness. In 2002, David founded Project Malasakit, a non-stock and non-profit foundation that sends poor Filipino children to school. It embarks on community outreach program that give food, medicines, and school supplies to remote communities that do not have access to basic government service. David was the only woman named in 2010's Outstanding Young Man Award in 2010. She was the awarded Outstanding Woman in the Nation's Service. David won the Peabody Award, the second Filipino to win this award.
Famous Filipino social media personality.
Influencer. First, we have Branska Linie Evidente Jose, born May 6, 1997, and Yanyo Jose Evidente Guerrero, born in January 27, 2006. They're also called dancing siblings. They are dancer, singer, and social media personality. In 2017, Rance gained fame in YouTube alongside Yana Guerrero for their dance covers. Despite her young age, Yana Guerrero already commands enormous influence. She has more than 14 million followers on Instagram, 15 million on YouTube, 24 million on Facebook, and 38 million on TikTok. That's more than 90 million total followers across her socials. The Dance Dynamite first gained popularity as the adorable twin sister of boy band member Kyle Rance. They even got nominated and won favorite Pinoy Internet Star at the 2019 Nickelodeon Kids Choice Award. And also, Natalia Guerrero is following their footsteps. She is a Filipino child celebrity best known for being the younger sister of Nyanya Guerrero. At the age of 8 years old, she gaining a lot of views and being extremely popular on social media sites for her amazing dance talent with her siblings. Next, we have Donna Taylor, born in February 8, 1997, also known as Bella Poach. She won the most liked TikTok video in 2021. She is singer, model, and social media personality. Bella Poach rose to fame in 2020 with TikTok's most liked video of all time. She quickly became the Philippines' favorite TikToker and one of the world's most popular stars on the platform. The most liked video on TikTok with over 61 million likes was uploaded by Bella Poach and featured her lip syncing and bobbing her head to the song Sophie as Pink Scent, also known as M to the B by Millie B. A short trivia about Bella Poach. Bella Poach never knew her biological parents and being adopted by a new family. At the age of 3 years old, she experienced abuse by his stepdad. She wake up as early as 3 a.m. to clean his stepdad's farm. After doing all that dirty work, Bella's stepdad won't even allow her to take a shower, so when she goes straight to school, her classmates will bully her because she smells bad and make fun of her for having holes in her shoes. But things would start changing when Bella turns 13. Her stepdad flies to the US for urgent surgery. She tasted a little bit of freedom, but she knew she deserved so much more. So at 17, Bella joined US Navy to free herself, but she experienced more darkness. Bella suffered from PTSD and depression, so that she had to admit to a psych ward. After 5 years, she left the military life, and that is how the world discovered her talent playing this character on TikTok. Third, we have Bretman Locke, sakay ng Apollo, also known as Bretman Locke. He is a Filipino beauty influencer, YouTube makeup artist. He rose to fame as a creator on YouTube, and banned after one of his countering videos went viral in 2015. Locke is known for making makeup tutorials and his rumors views on his own life. Locke has received multiple awards and honor for his work on social media, including a People's Choice Award for Beauty Influencer and an award for Breakthrough Social Star at the 2021 MTV Movie and TV Awards. Fourth, we have Love Marie Payawal Ongpaco Escudero, also known as Ate Evangelista. She born in February 14, 1985. She is a Filipino crazy rich Asian, Filipino actress, model, artist, businesswoman, and socialite. One of the Philippines' most loved actor, Hart is also a visual artist, fashion icon, author, and philanthropist. After making her breakthrough in the mid-2000s, she has since become one of the most recognizable faces on the Filipino small screen. Among her awards and achievements for being an actress as early as 30, being endorser, artist, and influencer, whatever she has today, she has worked hard to inspiring hard work in women. Last, we have Rafael Tishibo Tulfo, also known as Rapi Tulfo o Aldo Rapi. Born in March 1960, he is a Filipino politician, broadcast journalist, and media personality, currently serving as a Senator of the Philippines since 2022. Rapi Tulfo is very fond of public service and famous because of his social media influences. Rapi Tulfo is also active on YouTube and gained a lot of followers and subscribers. Rapi Tulfo in action. Rapi Tulfo big hit YouTube channel earned over 8 million subscribers and 13 million views, and with continued support, sure it will become bigger than we thought. His channel serves as the bridge to help those in need, especially those who experience injustice in life. Sir Rapi Tulfo, he is a hard-hitting, no-holds-barred commentator on issues pertaining abuses and injustices committed by people in power against ordinary citizens. He is a known champion of the poor. He fights for the downtrodden, many of whom are laborers, who flock to his radio show every day to seek for his help.
Famous Filipino athletes.
Good morning everyone, let's start our topic about sports. First, our national boxer Emmanuel Manny Dapitrans Pacquiao was born on December 17, 1978 in Bukidnon, Kibawe. He is the second of Rosario Pacquiao and Junicia Dapitrans' 4 children. On the side of his mother, he also has 2 siblings. Manny completed elementary school but was unable to complete high school due to financial constraints. Their predicament was when his father abandoned them when he was just 13 years old in another lake, and he gave up the study to work at the bakery and other jobs. To get better employment, the Pacquiao family relocated to General Santos City. Manny picked up the sports here because the city was the popular training ground for local boxers. Even at a young age, Manny recognized boxing promise, and as a result of his tireless effort, he was able to escape the depth of abject poverty, fulfill his passion, excelling in his field, and the ultimate win election as a senator in the Philippines. The next one, the magician of the Philippines, Efren Bata Reyes or Efren Manalang Reyes, was born in Angeles City, Pampanga on August 26, 1954. His mother runs a market stall while his father is a barber. At the age of 5, he was transferred to live with his uncle in Manila because he had 9 siblings and they were destitute. There he worked in the Lucky 13 Food Hall. He worked as a pool attendant each morning. He practiced the games that clients sold in the morning during the evening hours. He picked up the basic of the game. At the age of 12, he was already outperforming every player in his hand, and he started traveling to various locations repeatedly to defeat the greatest billiards player. And he began traveling to Japan, where he participated in some competition and won. And there he met a Filipino who had arrived in America. In his competition, which he played in Houston, Texas, he pretended to be Mexican and went by the name of Cesar Morales. He did need it to inform Americans and his social media was not yet popular. His rival were unaware of him. He won the competition and his godfather promised to give him 50% of the prize money, but instead trick him and give him nothing. And in 1989, he formed a partnership with the Puyat brothers, who ran the biggest chain of bowling alleys and pool hosts in the Philippines. They ended up being Efren Reyes' initial sponsor. In every games of competition, people are observing Efren motion, which is how term Efren Bata Reyes first gained notoriety. Even when Reyes began playing pool, Efren was already playing the game. Because of this, he is referred to as Bata to avoid confusing the game watchers. And the next, grow up in Zamboanga City, Heidelin F. Diaz was born on February 20, 1991 to Eduardo and Emilita Diaz. He is 5 of 6 siblings. There he was difficult and he had to sell vegetable and fish when he was still in elementary school. And his cousin Aaron J. Bruce Diaz taught him the basic of weightlifting. He took a computer science course at the Universidad de Zamboanga and never finished it because he realized it wasn't for him. She is the second Filipino weightlifter to competition in the Olympics, but strongly the first woman in the history of Philippine weightlifting in the Olympics. And he has recruited by the Philippines Air Force in 2013 and assigned to the Air Force Special Service Group. In 2014, he was promoted from the rank of Airwoman to Airwoman Second Class. She was again promoted to the rank of Airwoman First Class after his good showing in the 2016 Olympics. It was not easy for Heidelin Diaz before she made history for the Philippines. Since childhood, countless challenges in life and in weightlifting were what Diaz needed to get the gold medal she dreams of in the Olympics. And the next, Robert Vincent Salazar Jaworski, better known as Sonny Jaworski, was born on March 8, 1946 in Baguio City. Jaworski grew up on the street of Manila where he was first introduced to basketball. His college career started when he played at the University of the East Red Warriors in 1964. But in the year 1965 to 1966, he showed exceptional talent wherein the Red Warriors won back-to-back titles. In 1966, Jaworski was included in the national team sent to represent the 1966 Bangkok Asian Games. The following years, he was included in the team that play in the Asian Basketball Championship, now FIBA Asian Cup, in Seoul, South Korea, wherein the Philippines team led by Jaworski won and gold medal in the host country. In 1967, he joined the YCO Painters under coach Carlos Loizaga. He played for YCO in 1967 in National Senior and National Invitation, where YCO won both. Jaworski was transferred to the Meralco Ready Kilowatts team in 1968, but was unable to play due to lack of paperwork. In 1970, he was able to play in Meralco, and that's where he got his first MVP in the Presidential Cup. Jaworski was included in the basketball history of the Philippines by Bonis Escoda as one of the best players of the Mika Basketball League from 1971 to 1974. At the same year, he started to call Big J because he said that Oscar Games was similar Big O Robertson. In 1975, Jaworski became a PBA player. He was recognized as the leader of Toyota, where they won 9 championships. He only averaged 20 points, 12 assists, 9 rebounds. He is also the first point guard to achieve 1,000 offensive and 2,000 defensive rebounds. He is also the PBA all-time leader in assists. Toyota disbanded in 1983. In 1984, Jaworski joined Gilby Jeans Tonics along with Francis Arnaiz, Arnie Tuadles, and the franchise player of Gilbey's, where they lead the team up to the finals and won the 1984 All-Filipino Cup title against Crispa. In 1985 to 1988, Gilbey's was changed and changed to Ginebra San Miguel, but their name was not good because Ginebra failed to enter the finals of 3 years. The same year, the word Never Say Die was formed. Jaworski is also the first playing coach in the PBA to win a championship. In 1998, Sonny Jaworski retired from the
Famous Filipino beauty queens.
She is Catriona Elisa Magnahan Gray, o mas kilala bilang Catriona Gray. Pinanganak siya noong January 6, 1994 sa Queens, Australia. Siya ay naging Miss Universe winner noong December 17, 2018. And also she is a Filipino model, singer, beauty queen, television personality, youth advocate, and arts ambassador. From growing up in an immigrant family to shedding stereotypes about perfection in the pageant world, Catriona Gray's story clearly shows the power to being true to oneself. And now it can help anybody take over the world. The best Miss Universe winner ever is none other than Catriona Gray. She had the most memorable performance in the contest history and should be recognized as the winner we ever seen. To start things off, Gray had to overcome the most Miss Universe contestants the pageant has ever had. Siya ay si Gloria Maria Aspilira Diaz o mas kilala bilang Gloria Diaz. Siya ay pinanganak noong March 10, 1951. Siya rin ang pinakauna-unahang Pilipinang kinoronahan bilang Miss Universe 1969 na ginanap sa Miami Beach Auditorium sa Miami Beach, Florida, Estados Unidos noong July 19, 1969. Siya rin ay isang sikat at matagumpay na aktres sa Pilipinas. At siya ay isang beauty queen na naging multi-awarded actress, host, at model ng industriya ng Pilipinas. Si Pia Angela Alonso Wurzbach o mas kilala bilang Pia Wurzbach ay pinanganak noong September 24, 1989. Nakilala noon bilang Pia Romero, ay isang Pilipina-Aleman na artista, modelo, at beauty pageant title holder na nanalo sa Pilipinas 2015 bilang Miss Universe 2015 at itinanghal na Miss Universe 2015 na ginanap sa Las Vegas, Nevada, Estados Unidos noong December 20, 2015.
Famous Filipino artists.
Mambabatok Apo Wangkod. Kilala din po siya bilang Maria Agoy. She is described as a last and oldest mambabatok, traditional Kalinga tattooist, and it's part of Budbud people of the largest Kalinga ethics group. A 106 years old indigenous tattoo artist just become a book oldest ever cover story. Unsettling Judith Judge, book Philippine ever cover feature Apo Wangkod, a 106-year-old indigenous tattoo artist. Apo Wangkod has been tattooing headhunter and woman of the indigenous people but Buskalan Kalinga. Kilala din po si Apo Wangkod dahil sa kanyang galing sa pagtatato. May mga artista at mga turista na ginusto na magpatato kay Apo Wang. Sila po ay umaakit sa bundok, pupunta sa village kung saan si Apo Wang ay nakatira. Pinanganak si Apo Wangkod noong February 17, 1917 sa Kalinga Mountain Province. Kapag masama ang pakiramdam ni Apo Wang, yung pumapalit or nagtatato ng kanyang signature na 3 dots sa ganito minsan nakikita. Ang ibig sabihin po ay Apo Wangkod, Master, Grace Kasipi, Upper Thighs, Ediyang Wigan, Upper Thighs. Yun po ang ibig sabihin ng 3 dots na tinatato nila ni Apo Wang, tinatato ni Apo Wang. Si Grace Palikas at si Ediyang Wigan, ang grand pamangkin ni Apo Wang, na nagpapalit kapag nagpapahinga or masama ang pakiramdam ni Apo. Signature na lang ang tinatato ni Apo Wang, hindi na po siya nagtatato ng mga ibang design. Ayun, Apo Wang decided to pass her legacy. She chose as Upper Thighs only woman breaking against the traditions. Since she doesn't have children her own, he took to under her wings to two grand nieces, Grace and Eliang. Fernando Marsolo y Cuito, as known as Fernando Marsolo, Grand Old Philippines art, portraitist, and painting of rural Philippine landscapes. Fernando was born on May 13, 1892 in Paco, Manila, and died April 27, 1972 at the age of 79. Fernando Marsolo painted and sketched more than 10,000 pieces over her lifetime using natural and backlighting techniques. Her most known works are of the Dalagang Pilipina and other known as Dalagang Bukid, 1937. Ito yung babaeng may hawak na paso na may lamang tubig habang siya'y nakaupo at nakasuot ng barot saya. Sabi niya, it symbolizes of fragility and innocence. Dalagang Bukid, sumasalamin sa kagandahan ng isang dalagang Pilipina, alindog at naglalarawan kay Maria Clara. Landscape of his Filipino homeland portraits and World War III war scenes. Illuminated landscapes which portrayed traditional Filipino custom, culture, fiestas, and occupation. His pastoral works presented an image sense of nationhood and counterpoint of American national rule and were important to the formation of Philippine national identity. The painting at the Congressional served as a important symbol of the Philippine contribution of spread of the Catholic faith to other countries. Ano-ano po ang mga artwork na mas tumatak sa gawa ni Fernando Marsolo sa larangan ng pagpinta? Ayun nga yung isa is Dalagang Bukid or Dalagang Pilipina. Bayanihan by 1959, its depiction of Philippine custom for helping each other. Planting rice show that the farmers are planting. In the daylight, the Philippine farmers are dressed in a colorful clothes and have straw hats in their heads, which they planting rice with one plow. And then making the Philippine flag by 1955 to show the citizen of the Philippines of how the Philippine flag was made and to remind them the tradition and customs that we don't not realize it's become faded. Filipino fashion designer Michael Cinco, born August 8, 1971 at age of 51. Professional fashion designer, now known international as one of the fashion figure. He is best known for his fabulous couture gowns, essential innate, creatively, and expect techniques place him at the front line of the fashion. His luxuriously intricate design, elegant fabric, and Swarovski crystal. Kilala po si Michael Cinco dahil sa malikha niyang paggawa ng mga couture gowns. Hindi lang po dito sa Pilipinas, kundi sa iba't ibang panig din ng mundo. At sa mga bigating personalidad, kagaya na lang nila Lady Gaga, Jennifer Lopez at Beyonce. Dito naman sa ating bansa, maraming gown at dress na design at gawa ni Michael Cinco mula sa kanyang sariling likha. Pinatunayan ito ng maraming sikat na artista kagaya na lang nila Pia Wurtzbach noong 2015. Suot niya ang blue gown na gawa mismo ni Michael sa huling pag-akyat niya sa entablado bilang isang Miss Universe. At si Maine Mendoza, noong first anniversary nila, nung collab team niya na si Alden Richard, suot ni Maine ang black dress with flowers, designed from Michael Cinco. Liza Soberano with dress Fairly Godmamas when she attend her network ball. At mas napakaw ang atensyon ng social media nang sinuot ni Marian Rivera ang 2 million Swarovski crystal wedding dress nung kasal nila with her husband, Dingdong Dantes, designed by Michael Cinco. Marami pang artista ang nagsuot ng ng nagsuot at nagpagawa ng sariling design wedding dress kay Michael Cinco. Kagaya na lang nila Bupyop, Rachel Pangilinan, at Dico Bello. Father of modern Philippine sculpture, Napoleon Billy B. Abueva, known as Napoleon Abueva, born on January 26, 1930 sa Tagbilaran, Bohol, died February 16, 2018 at the age of 88. Sculpture and visual arts. In 1976, he became the youngest recipient of the National Artist and it's considered the father of modern Philippine sculpture. Napoleon Abueva's long and faithful career as a sculptor has lent him the official title of National Artist of the Philippines and an unofficial recognition of being the father of contemporary Filipino sculpture. Abueva's helped shape the local sculpture scene to what it is now. He used almost all kinds of material for his sculpture, such as hardwood, adobe, metal, stainless steel, cement, marble, bronze, iron, alabaster, coral, and brass. He was the first Filipino artist to mount on one-man exhibit in the Philippine Center in New York in 1980. Most of bronze work were cast by Franz Herbich, a German-Filipino artist based in Cebu, Philippines. Isa sa mga sikat na sculpture ni Napoleon ay ang Kaganapan. He sculptured it out of marble in 1952. Kaganapan literally interrupts the female reproductive functions as a fulfillment of the woman. And then, Praise of Judas, known as the betraying of the Christ. It's the act thus which Judas identified Jesus to the multiple with sword and gloves, who had come from the chief priest and elders of the people arrest him, according to the sympathetic gospel. And the 9 Muses by Napoleon Abuevas. Makita ang sculpture sa UP Diliman, harden ng mga diwata Abuevas. Siyam na diwata sa sining represent the 9 Muses, na ibig sabihin ay agriculture, dance, film, literature, music, painting, photograph, sculpture, and theater.
Famous Filipino entrepreneur.
The father of modern Philippine retail, Henry Tan Chi Sheng Si Sr. o mas kilala bilang Henry C. the Big Boy, born at October 15, 1924 at died during January 19, 2019. He is a Filipino businessman and investor. He developed Shoe Mart into SM Investment, one of the largest malls in the Philippines. He also founded BDO Unibank and real estate. For 11 straight years until his death, C was named by Forbes as the richest person in the Philippines. Si Mr. C ang kauna-unahan at nag-iisang Filipino na nakatanggap ng Lifetime Achievement Award mula sa Enterprise Asia na nasa ikatlong taon na ng pag-uorganisa ng mga pangaral sa Pilipinas. Kinilala at pinangaralan ng APEA ang mga leader ng negosyo na nagpakita ng pambihirang pagganap at katatagan sa pagbuo ng mga matagumpay na negosyo sa loob ng rehiyon ng Asia. Henry C. stated and believes that there is no such thing as overnight success or easy money. If you fail, do not be discouraged. Just try and try again. The president of Jollibee Foods Corporation, Tony Tan Caktiong, born at 1953. He's a Filipino billionaire and businessman. Tony Tan Caktiong is the founder and chairman of Jollibee Food, one of the world's fastest growing Asian restaurant chains. Jollibee operates more than 3,200 eateries in the Philippines and more than 2,700 stores overseas. Sa katunayan, nanalo siya ng titulong World Entrepreneur of the Year noong 2004. Ang Jollibee ay tinatag noong 1975 bilang isang 2-branch ice cream parlor, which later expanded its menu to include hot sandwiches and other meals. The co-founder of National Bookstore, Maria Soroco Cancho Ramos, o mas kilala bilang Soroco Ramos. Born at September 23, 1923. She is a Filipino entrepreneur. National Bookstore Incorporation is a retail company based in Mandaluyong, Metro Manila. It operates a bookstore and office supply store chain in the same name. It is the largest bookstore chain in the Philippines with over 230 branches nationwide. Part of the company's core values ay tulungan ang mga batang kapuspalad. The chairman and CEO of Philippine Airlines, Lucio Chua Tan Sr., o mas kilala bilang Lucio Tan, a Filipino businessman, investor, and philanthropist. He presides over the Filipino conglomerate company LT Group Incorporation, a company with extensive business interest in sport, banking, airline, liquor, tobacco, real estate, beverages, and education. As of September 2021, his net worth is estimated at $1.9 billion. He stated and believes that the more bitter the lesson, the greater successes will be.
Good morning, everyone. My topic is all about politicians. There are 3 politicians of the Philippines, but I will explain the 3 pictures. The first picture is the President of the Philippines. His name called Ferdinand and Manuel Edwardin Marcos Sr. was a Filipino politician who served as the President of the Philippines from 1965 to 1986, but he was born in 1917 in Sarat, Ilocos Norte, Philippines, and graduated from the University of the Philippines with a degree in law. Task Force detainees of the Philippines and similar human rights monitoring entities, historians believe that the Marcos dictatorship was marked by 3,357 no extrajudicial killings, 35,000 documented tortures, 77 disappeared, and 70,000 incarcerations was known for implementing various economics and infrastructure programs, including the establishment of the Green Revolutions, which aimed to improve the agriculture sector. However, his presidency was also marked by allegations of widespread corruption and human rights abuses. In 1972, Marcos declared martial law and ruled as a dictator until he was ousted by the People Power Revolution in 1986. Gathered millions of the Filipinos from all walks of life to march along Epifanio de los Santos Avenue, EDSA, the main artery of the Metro Manila, to end the dictatorships of President Ferdinand Marcos and begin a new era marked by true freedom and democracy. The second picture, she's named called Maria Corazon Cory Simulong Coangco Aquino, was a Filipino politician who served as the 11th President of the Philippines from 1986 to 1992, but she was born in 1933 in Tarlac, Philippines, and graduated from the College of Mount St. Vincent in New York. Corazon Aquino became a unified opposition presidential candidate when Ferdinand Marcos unexpectedly called for presidential elections in February 1986. Aquino's husband, Felipe Simon Aquino Jr., a prominent opposition politician, had been jailed by Marcos for 8 years, 1972 to 1980. These events galvanized opposition to the Marcos government after the ratifications of the constitutions. Aquinos promulgated two landmark and legal codes, namely the Family Code of 1987, which reforms the civil law on family relations, and the Administrative Code of 1987, which reorganized the structures of the Executive Department of Government. Aquinos became during the power revolutions, which ousted the dictatorships of Ferdinand Marcos. During her presidency, she promoted democracy, civil liberties, and human rights, and implemented agrarian reforms and anti-property programs. Aquinos also faced several scope attempts and was able to survive a major earthquakes that hit the Philippines in 1990. And the last pictures, 16th President of the Philippines is named called Rodrigo Roa Duterte. He's a Filipino politician who has been serving as the President of the Philippines since 2016, but he was born in 1945 in Maasin, Leyte, Philippines, and graduated from the San Vega College of the Law in Manila. Duterte was previously the mayor of Davao City for over 2 decades, where he was known for his tough stance on strike and his support for federalism. Duterte is known for his authoritarian leadership style and man of the people personality. Advisors frequently had to interpret and clarify his remarks. He initiated liberal economic reforms, including reforming the country's tax system. He also established freedom of information under the executive branch of eliminate corruption and red tape. Additionally, he granted free irrigation to small farmers and liberalized rice imports with the rice certifications law President Duterte has implemented various policies, such as this controversial war on drugs, which has been criticized for alleged human rights abuses and extrajudicial killings. He has also implemented economic and social reforms such as the Build, infrastructure programs, and the universal health care law. Duterte's presidency has been marked by polarizing views, with some Filipinos supporting his policies while others condemning them. Thank you.
Famous Filipino inventor.
The Angel of Santo Tomas, Fe Primita del Mundo y Villanueva, o mas kilala bilang Fe del Mundo, born in November 27, 1911 at died at August 6, 2011. Filipina, pediatrician and inventor. She founded the first pediatric hospital in the Philippines and is known for shaping the modern child healthcare system in the Philippines. Her pioneering work in pediatrics in the Philippines while in active medical practice spanned 8 decades. Del Mundo revolutionized Philippine medicine, making major breakouts in immunization and the treatment of the jaundice and providing healthcare to thousands of poor families. She is credited sa pag-aaral na humantong sa pag-imbento ng incubator at isang jaundice relieving device. Pinagdiriwang si Dr. Fe del Mundo sa Google Doodle ngayon. Siya ang nagtatag ng kauna-unahang pediatric hospital sa Pilipinas at iginawad sa kanya ang ranggo ng titulo ng pambansang siyentipiko ng Pilipinas, gayon din ang Order ng Lakandula, isa sa pinakamataas na parangal na ibinigay ng Pilipinas. Father of Video Conferencing Gregorio Sara, March 8, 1902 at died October 15, 1978. He is a Filipino engineer, a national scientist, and an inventor. He was known as the father of video conferencing for having invented the first two-way video phone, o kung sa kalusulukuyan, tinatawag natin itong video call. The award was established by the family of national scientist Gregorio E. Sara and the Philippines Association for the Advancement of Science in 1968 to honor the most outstanding national scientists of the country. Today, the award already recognized 70 Filipino scientists and researchers. Ang kanyang malalim na interes at talento para sa science at engineering ay ipinakita sa pamamagitan ng kanyang kakayahang gumawa ng isang artesian well upang magbigay ng tubig sa kasakayan ng kanyang pamilya. Ito ang kanyang unang naimbento sa murang edad. Bill Gates of the Philippines, Jos Dado alias Dado P. Banataw Jr. o mas kilala bilang Dado Banataw, born at May 23, 1946. He is a Filipino engineer, inventor, entrepreneur, aviator, and philanthropist. In 1981, he developed the first 10 Mbit Ethernet CMOS with silicon coupler, data link control, and transceiver chip while working in CEEQ technology. In 1984, Banataw and his business partner Francis Chu founded a high-technology company, Mostron, starting with a capital of $500,000 US. Mostron was launched as a manufacturer of motherboards. They also hired Ron Yara as Intel as a company executive. Sa kanyang kapanahunan, nilikha niya ang PC chipset at ang Windows Graphics Accelerator chip na makikita sa bawat personal na computer ngayon. Ini-envision ni Dado ang mapuksa ang kahirapan sa Pilipinas sa pamamagitan ng edukasyon, pagbabago at pagnenegosyo. PNP Core Values Police Service is a noble profession which demands from its members specialized knowledge and skills as well as standards of ethics and morality. Maka-Diyos o God-fearing. All PNP personnel must believe in God, who is the creator of all men and everything on the planet. Seek His guidance in the performance of sworn duties and honor Him at all times. Magmahal, rumespeto, praise, and worship our Lord. Sumunod sa 10 commandments at maniwala sa kakayahan ng Panginoon. Sa pamamagitan nito, may papakita na tayo ay mananiniwala at mayroong takot sa Diyos. Makabayan o nationalistic. All PNP personnel must respect and uphold the Constitution, the laws of the land, and the applicable rules and regulations. Recognize the legitimacy and authority of the leadership and obey legal orders of the superior officers. Bumoto ng karapat-dapat, respetuhin ang mga veterano, aralin kung ano ang angkop na display at pagwagayway ng flag, at higit sa lahat, support local. Ilan lamang iyan sa halimbawa upang maipakita ang ating pagiging nasyonalismo. Makatao o humane, committing to the service of my fellow men over and above the personal interest. Animals deserve to be treated humanly, and it is our responsibility as humans, regardless of age, to treat them with compassion and benevolence. Humane education can play an important role in creating a compassionate and caring society. It works toward addressing the root of causes of human cruelty and abuse of animals. Lastly, pagiging makalikasan o environment-friendly, inhibiting from extravagance and ostentatious display of material things, respect for private and public properties, and prevent others from destroying them. And finally, shall help protect the environment and conserve nature to maintain ecological balance. Simplify your purchasing habits, reduce your energy usage, give up your plastic habit, eat less meat, refuse and reduce before you recycle, make smart update that lasts, compose and plant the tree. Sa katunayan, napakaraming paraan upang maging balanse ang ating kalikasan at tuluyang mapakinabangan hanggang sa susunod pang mga henerasyon. Ang miyembro ng PNP or Philippine National Police must adhere to internalized the enduring core values of love of God, respect for authority, selfless love, and service for the people, sanctity of marriage and family life, responsible dominion and stewardship over material things, and truthfulness.